Now, the Prime Minister has been accused of using tactics from Donald Trump's playbook by the new Mayor of London. Writing in The Observer, Sadiq Khan says David Cameron and his opponent Zac Goldsmith tried to turn different ethnic and religious communities against each other during the mayoral campaign. We've just heard Emily Thornberry's reaction to that, and joined now by the Conservative MP Nadhim Zahawi. Emily Thornberry, so many people, and not just from the Labour Party, saying this really was below the belt, the way that campaign was fought. Dog whistle politics.
Well, look, obviously I disagree with that, and I tell you why. I've known Zac for many years, and Zac is a principled candidate. I've known Sadiq since he entered Wandsworth Council, and Sadiq's problem, as he'll find when he is now Mayor of London, is people will actually take note of what he says, and he says different things to different audiences. Now, during the Labour campaign for leadership, Yvette Cooper called out Jeremy Corbyn for the friends he keeps. Hamas and Hezbollah, he calls them friends. And of course this imam, who said some really unsavoury things about women being subservient, about gay people having no rights, on the night of the Paris bombing spoke at a rally where people called for a rally, Muslims to rally for Islamic State. He's spoken at rallies with Hizb ut-Tahrir, which is a prescribed terrorist group, and Cage, this organisation that sort of is an apologist for Daesh. I think it's wrong that we don't call out people when, for whatever reason, and Sadiq may say I was a human rights lawyer, that's why I shared a platform. But he also, when he became a Member of Parliament, said, look, moderate Muslims will be our Uncle Toms. Now, I know he's apologised for it, but I think it's wrong that we live in a country where you can't call out people for bad behaviour just because they happen to be Muslim or Sikh or any other religious minority in our country. How
does that now play into him being Mayor of London? Are you still saying then that the jury's out for you? You still want to judge him by the company he keeps?
Well, look, not only the company he keeps, it's what he also says. I want him to govern for the whole of London. I think Sadiq is going to have to go a long way to get to that place, because his Observer column today already is divisive. He's, on the one hand, well, I'll tell you, on the one hand he says, I want to bring Londoners together. Then he says Conservatives behave like Trump. Now, Trump is basically saying Muslims are banned from the US. That is not what Conservatives believe in. I think Sadiq needs to think twice before he begins to pretend like he's the man who's going to bring London together and then starts throwing accusations like that. I think that's actually a very divisive accusation. To say that Conservatives are behaving like Trump is a terrible thing to say. Trump wants to ban Muslims. So your question to Sadiq has to be, look, one, why did you call moderate Muslims Uncle Toms? Why would you share a platform with someone who doesn't believe in gay rights, doesn't believe women should be equal, actually stands up for Islamic State, Daesh, at rallies just after the bombing in Paris? What is that all about?
So the bottom line is, do you feel that London is safe or is less safe in Sadiq Khan's hands?
Well, I hope he does a great job, and I wish him luck. And good luck to him, because he ran a great campaign. It was difficult for Zac. We've had a Conservative government 6 years in, always difficult local elections. Zac fought a great campaign for that election. To try and now paint the Conservative campaign as if it was some sort of divisive campaign without looking at, what did he do with this imam? How come this imam was so familiar with him? He did a video endorsing Sadiq in 2010 for Parliament.
It's like we're still fighting the election. It's over. The public of London, the voters of London said, well, we don't believe that London will be less safe. We don't believe that London will be divided if you become its mayor. Haven't they rejected those arguments?
Well, look, Sadiq has won, fair and square, and good luck to him, and I congratulated him the moment he won. But I also said to him, I hope he governs for the whole of London. And Sadiq's real weakness is he will say whatever that audience...
So you think he's soft on extremists?
No, he's a flip-flopper. He flip-flops. But he's not soft on... I'm just saying to you that Sadiq will say whatever it takes to whatever audience to try and win votes. That will be found out now that he has the big job in City Hall. So Sadiq will have to begin to behave in a much more responsible way. And I think it's a bad start by saying that Conservatives are like Trump. Trump wants to ban Muslims from America.
On the faith side of it, the service in Southwark Cathedral yesterday is at a Holocaust,
that was a beautiful thing.
Holocaust memorial.
It's
today.
A beautiful thing. And I've got nothing... All I'm saying to you is people like Hugh Dermot, other journalists, will begin to take note of what Sadiq says to different audiences and call him out. Just like Yvette Cooper called out Jeremy Corbyn about his friends in Hamas and Hezbollah. That is what I'm saying. We shouldn't live in a society where we fear talking about these things just because of someone's own religion. whatever your religion is, that's a wonderful... London is a melting pot of all the great religions and no religion whatsoever. So it's a good thing, but he needs to behave responsibly.
All right, Mr. Zahawi, thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure.